If you watch to the end of this video, it will change the way that you sign clients online for your B2B agency or SaaS company. You don't need a massive following or millions of views. You just need to understand this simple marketing funnel and basic human psychology to predictably get clients online using social media. Let's dive right into it. Again, you do not need a massive following to make this happen. You don't need to be some type of marketing expert or guru. You just need to understand basic human psychology in this funnel that is proven to work over time. This is nothing new. You just don't understand this framework, because if you do, you'll be able to apply it to every single social media. There is a good social media that I will be covering at the very end, which I highly recommend that you start with. But this framework applies to every single social media: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, every single platform you could use this framework on. This is not a content strategy. This is understanding human psychology and applying it to social media to attract users, leads, sales calls, revenue, clients to your business with ease. All right. What we're going to cover today is called the content funnel. I'm sure you've seen it before. If you haven't seen it before, this is going to be the most simple, applicable breakdown. So you could take these lessons and apply them today to start attracting clients to your business, because it's never been easier once you understand these few topics. The reason I know this is because this has worked across multiple verticals, multiple niches, multiple offers in multiple countries. All right. These are our B2B agency clients. You can sort of see those there. These are our people that run coaching offers. Also, our clients gotten amazing results with this funnel and with these principles. Finally, SaaS companies. It's absolutely crushing right now for SaaS companies. And again, these are different clients, different verticals, different spaces, and we're able to get really good results because we understand the content funnel and human psychology, which I'll be breaking down for you guys right now. I've also been able to do this for myself. I practice what I preach here. I've been able to build a multiple six-figure company off the back of my social media followings. I don't have massive views or a massive following, but I'm able to make it happen just fine using these principles across all of my own social media channels. I've signed a client from every channel, and I will continue to do so because this is a framework, not a specific content strategy. Okay. Now, for someone to buy from you, what has to be true? Just baseline what has to be true. Think very logical here. I'm going to give you some rhetorical questions. I really want you to answer the questions along, because the more you understand your own answers, human psychology, the better you could use this as a superpower in your marketing to market to other people. So for someone to buy from you, literally what has to be true? The most fundamental thing. For someone to buy from you, I'm sure you got it, they literally have to know about you. So the top of funnel, and the thing we'll be covering right now, is awareness. All right. If you think about a funnel, it goes big to small. So the funnel goes downward. It gets more narrow as you go. Top of funnel is going to be where you want to get the most amount of people into your ecosystem. All right. So think about, and I hate to use this term, going viral, quote unquote. This is where you would want to do so, if at all. All right. Top of funnel is for awareness, because if people do not know about you, logically, literally, they cannot buy. So the first step is just getting people into your ecosystem. And then the rest of the funnel is going to be converting those people. Okay. These are the videos that are made with the intent of getting eyeballs to your channel, your brand, your names, or whether it's a company channel. You just want to make sure people are seeing your stuff in quantities. I think probably 500 to 1,000 people, unique people, see my face and my brand every single day across all my social media channels. Think about how powerful that is when we start to run people down this funnel. And obviously you make money and you actually monetize at the very bottom. All right. So these videos are just made to get attention, and they're meant to reach as many people in your total addressable market as possible. So this is also a really good thing. Let's say you're selling marketing services. You work with the Google Ads agency in the past. You want to make sure you're reaching as many people in your TAM, total addressable market, as possible. If you're a Google Ads agency and you can make a viral video on a recent sports match, you could do that, but I don't recommend it, because we want qualified viewers, at least in the ballpark of what you're selling. If a bunch of sports fans come into your marketing channel, they're rarely going to buy your stuff. So make sure you're making quote unquote viral, top of funnel content, broad content that's reaching your total addressable market as much as you can. Think about your viewers as TAM, right? Total addressable market. I'm covering content solutions. So I could probably max reach 50 million views, 50 million people that want to use content to market their business. That's probably the top that I could go. All right. So anything above that, I'm probably not going to reach people that are actually going to buy my stuff. All right. So you have to think about virality in the terms of your addressable market. So a viral video, if you're in a super niche, might only be 10,000 people, right? But that's a win. So you have to understand that. Not every market is the same. All right. This is top of funnel. And here are some examples, basically very broad videos. Think about this video. How many people can I reach? How many people want to start a personal brand using AI? That's a lot of people. This is a top of funnel video. Again, we're trying to get reach, eyeballs here. We're trying to make broad videos that are still within our target market. We market to a lot of SaaS companies. We work with a lot of SaaS companies. If you want to see our strategy of using content, by the way, down below, content ideas, we have a full free PDF on content ideas you could use tomorrow to sign clients. That's down below. It's working really well for SaaS companies. That's why this reminded me of it. You can check that out down below, completely free. So this is a very broad video again, how to beat 99% of SaaS marketing strategies. So this is targeting all the people that have SaaS companies. All right. Finally, the new way to generate leads online for your business. Super broad video. I'm going after all the people that want to generate leads online for their business. Super broad. All right. So this is top of funnel. This is for reach. This is for reaching a lot of people, getting people into your ecosystem. Once you gain awareness with top of funnel videos, we could then use the rest of the funnel to convert. All right. So again, these steps are where the money is made. Make no mistake about it. This is where you're actually going to make the money, but no one could even get to these steps if we're not tackling top of funnel first. So top of funnel is not the most important step in my opinion, but it is a step because you need people to get into the funnel and you need them to be relevant or adjacent to your offer. All right. So that is the top of the funnel. Another rhetorical question for you guys. For someone who knows you, what has to be true for them to buy from you? So they already know you. So let's assume someone knows you. What has to be true about that person from them to buy from you? So let's say your friends know you. What has to be true about you so that your friend can buy from you? All right. And I'm going to explain what this picture is. Try to get an answer right now. Pause, do what you got to do. For someone who knows you, what has to be true for them to buy from you? All right, maybe you got your answer. If you know what this is a check engine light. So if you're driving and this comes on, you have to check your engine. Most of us know that this lights up, we have to go to the mechanic. What if no one ever told us what this light meant? All right. The mechanic can never market to you because they never educated us on what this meant. All right. So the whole point here is for someone to buy from you, they have to be educated on what you sell. They have to be educated about their problems to begin with. Again, if someone is going to the mechanic, they're educated that this means they have a problem and they need the solution. If we were never taught what this meant, the mechanic will never get the business because people will just think this is a nice little accessory like, oh, I got the new car that lights up. No, this is a problem. But if people don't know the problem, meaning they're not problem aware, you can never help them because they will never even seek out a solution because they don't know they have a problem, okay? Your viewer needs to be educated on the problem itself. I'm gonna say it again. Your viewer needs to be educated on the problem itself. This sets up us to sell the solution later. So these people have to be educated on why they're struggling, where their gaps are. Sort of what I walked you through in this video. If you came to this video, you're probably already problem aware, but you might not know that you're missing top of funnel or you're missing middle of funnel or bottom of funnel, things we'll cover later. All right. So I'm making you more problem aware because the more problem aware you are, the more I could sell you the solution that I have. Okay. So your viewer needs to be educated on the problem itself. And this is called the middle of the funnel. And this, honestly, in my opinion, this makes or break a good content strategy. All right. This is where you nurture and you educate people. So you're going to nurture people, middle funnel, and you're going to educate people in the bottom of the funnel. Okay. These are sort of one and the same, but they're super, super important. These videos that educate your audience, and when you educate, you also nurture. So if you don't know what nurture in marketing is, basically, it's a process that builds a relationship over time. So if you keep on watching my videos, I'm pretty much nurturing you. If you're on my email newsletter or if you're in my school community, or if you hopped on a call and you keep on seeing my stuff, I'm nurturing you over time. That's pretty much the whole game when it comes to social media. You're always top of mind, you're always in front of people, and you're nurturing people over time by educating them. All right, so you're giving them value, you're teaching them the problems, you're teaching them solution to those problems, and you're nurturing people over time. This is the middle of the funnel. So think about it now. We've gotten a bunch of people that saw like a quote unquote viral video from you. They're like, oh, this guy's interesting. Now, over time delay, they're watching your stuff. They're getting educated, they're getting nurtured, and that sets up the sale at the bottom of the funnel. So the middle of the funnel is super important because you can't give away BS. You actually have to know what you're talking about. You have to be consistent. And that's why we have a free training on how to use AI to be consistent on channels down below. So if you're not posting enough, we have a free training on how you could use AI to actually systemize your processes and post on the best social media, which I'll cover in a second. But that's why it's super important to post consistently because nurturing happens over time. Someone that saw my video today, they might buy from me in 2026. That's okay because I'm still going to post and I'm nurturing them over time. So middle funnel is super, super important. You could see some examples of this. So we have top of funnel, which I just covered. Middle funnel is this. So think about this video. Build a six-figure social media strategy with me with AI live in 43 minutes. So 43 minutes, this is a long video and nurture them over this video. How to consistently post on YouTube. This is educating people. Again, this is educating people on the problem they have and solving the problem that they might have. Another one, how to add 100K to your YouTube business or to your business using YouTube. Middle funnel video, educating it. Here's how you do that. If you want to watch that video, I recommend it. One of my best ones in a while. Again, going after SaaS companies, 5 proven ways to market your SaaS company. So SaaS companies come to YouTube, they understand they have a problem, and they watch this video to solve that problem, to get more leads. Again, another one, how to create a YouTube channel that generates leads. You get it, right? So we're educating people about the problem that they either don't have or about the problem they know they have and they want the solution to. We're educating the people. And when you educate, you nurture over time. And once your audience is educated and nurtured, meaning they know they have a problem, they understand you know the solution, they're in a prime position to become a lead in the client. This is when a person opts in to your lead magnet. This is when a person joins your community. So when a person books a call, all right, because they're educated, oh man, I have this massive problem. And oh man, Shaz might be able to solve it, or you might be able to solve it for whoever you're targeting. This is when they're in a prime position to become a lead in a client. All right. So top of funnel turns into middle of funnel, which is educating the audience. And now we're going to get to the juicy part, which is bottom of funnel. And this also separates a lot of people. So for someone who knows you, and stick with me for this last question here, for someone who knows you, is educated on their problem and believes you have the solution, meaning they're nurtured, what makes them buy? So why do you buy from someone? Like, what would you have to say to buy from someone? And I know a lot of you have objections because I talk with a lot of you. A lot of people have sales objections, and that's okay. What's the main objection? What convinces you to buy anything? This is an example here if you don't get it already. Which one are you buying out of these two? Are you buying this? Or are you buying this? Same product. Say it's a screwdriver. Say it's a coffee pot. Same exact product. Which one are you going to buy? Probably get it by now. You are going to buy this one. If I give this a question to 100 people, in my opinion, are going to choose this. No one's going to choose this if they're the same product and they do the same thing. It's social proof. It's trust. All right. Bottom of the funnel, AKA social proof. It's all about building trust. Top of funnel, reach. Middle of funnel, educate. Bottom of funnel, do conversions by showing proof. All right. So for example, in this video, I try to make it a broad title to bring you in. All right. In the next video, I might make some other videos on how to educate you. Bottom of the funnel videos are what I showed you at the very beginning. So there's also these types of frameworks within every single video. You want to bring people in, you want to educate them, and you want to also show them that you are the person for the job. These videos make or break the content funnel because they show you proof of your offer, service, and SaaS works. All right, talk, this is where you show. If you nail bottom of the funnel, sales become easy. Again, you're attracting people to you through top of funnel, middle of funnel, and the bottom of funnel is just like, hey, we've done this before. We do this. This is what we do. Here is proof. All right, the best way to build those is very, very simple, guys. This is why, again, I started the video with proof. These are all of our client case studies. We've done over $500,000 for our clients. Down below. Again, I have the complete ideation strategy for our clients. It's for free. You could download it down below. The ideation strategy that signs us clients for ourselves and for our clients that are in the SaaS industry, the B2B agency industry, the coaching industry. It works across all verticals because it's a framework. Feel free to check that out down below. But this is why I led with proof, because you're more enticed to watch me if I have proof, okay? Which we do. So bottom of the funnel becomes very, very simple. You make proof. So this is proof of my channel, how I made 12K in one day with my content strategy. These are case studies. You can see a bunch of them right here. I just picked out Alexandra because she had a pretty awesome case study. And this is me speaking with other business owners. These are like the plaques. I'm in a network. People see like, oh, I know people, blah, 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 right? This is all social proof. You don't have this, guys, especially now when there's so many scammers, there's so many gurus. It's gonna be so hard for you to stand out online because you're gonna get buried by all the people that are just getting millions of views. But the real buyers are buying from people that have proof. So you need to have proof, okay? Again, bottom of the funnel, turn views into calls/clients by showing them proof. The best social media, if you haven't gotten so far, per the content funnel, is the one that solves every part of the content funnel. And that is by far, on all the platforms, YouTube outperforms all of them. And it's not even close for millions of reasons. But for just this reason alone, what we're covering today, to make sure it's relevant, the content funnel is solved by YouTube every single step. It's the only social media that does that. TikTok, you could do top of funnel. You might do middle of funnel. Bottom of funnel is sort of harder to do because you can't make long videos on TikTok, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just completely cooked. You get top of funnel reach, but it's very hard to educate and convince people because they're not watching videos, just text. You could be lying, right? YouTube solves every single part of the content funnel in depth, where you could go viral, you could get hundreds of thousands, not millions of views. You could educate your audience in videos like this, and you could case studies in videos like I showed you. All right, so YouTube is the best platform down below. You download our guide for ideation. I highly recommend you use it on YouTube, but do what you want. YouTube is the best place by far. I've done all the testing for you guys, and I have that ideation guide in the description if you would like it. All right, so that is the content funnel. The whole goal for you, for any social media you're on, is to run people through it. Now, there are a lot of tweaks, a lot of things you could do differently. Like you could start with doing TikTok and IG for top of funnel, and then you can send them to YouTube. I do that all the time. So I have a lot of top of funnel going. Every single one of my call to actions just goes to YouTube because YouTube solves these in depth. YouTube really crushes middle and bottom of the funnel. So you can mix it up, but again, the framework applies. Top of funnel, you want awareness. You want to get people that are qualified into the funnel in mass quantities. Middle funnels where you're educating people / nurturing them. Bottom funnels where you're showing people proof that you're good at what you do. And when you do all this stuff, guys, it is inevitable. You will get calls, you will get clients, you will get opportunities. And even outside of leads, you'll get network, you'll get speaking engagements, you'll get brand deals. Like there's so many other things that comes with content. When you nail the content funnel, you don't need millions of views or a massive brand. You literally just need 100 subscribers, some quality videos, and following the content funnel. And I guarantee you, you will start to add a ridiculous amount of revenue to your business if you stay consistent. And that is all I have for you. We have the free training down below on how to use AI to actually get on social media and to start posting more. We have our ideation guide below as well. If you want more videos just like this, make sure you watch this one or you hit subscribe. I drop a video every single week. I hope this was enjoyable. Now go out and sign some clients on social media, and I'll talk to you in the next one.